Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Okay, I don't know if this is a historical site or something, but I should really do something about this place.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Wow, a truly fearsome adversary. This thing says the darkness wears her face. I don't think they've explained what that means yet, but yeah. It's supposed to be Thomas Zane's wife, basically. Like an evil old witch. Where am I going? Oh, this was an optional. Nice.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
I was about to say that was a close one when I got hit by a fucking barrel. Fucking Donkey Kong. Get out of here. Oh my god, just like in the page. Said I'm not afraid. Action Man, Alan Wake. He's an action man, just doesn't have a lot of stamina. It's tired real easily. He can only action for about a few minutes a day.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
You're not out of the woods yet.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome.
I think they were
bonus.
attacking me, but they broke or something.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Alan Wake does not respect the rules of society. He will enter the women's restroom, even if he identifies as a real man. Real man's man. Because real men break the rules. Ain't telling you. Whoa! Scared myself at the knocking of that.
A story is not a machine that does.
There's a
what you tell
wheelbarrow
it.
in here for some
A
reason.
story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
And then you're blamed for the worst trilogy sequels ever made. Oh, that kind of scared me. Oh, kablamo! And this is where the game takes a weird leap in game mechanics. As you can see, this is not an on-rail thing. This is not like a scripted thing. I just drive. And I can use the lights, of course, to fight the bad guys. Bro, bro. And it's kind of open world. You can take the other cars too if this one ends up breaking. There was collectible, I think there. That's where Thermos is. But yeah, you just use this to get back to Barry in time to save him from the bird. You can kind of do some jumps and stuff. Not really that kind of game, but they added this in it for some reason. If I remember right, this game is actually supposed to be like an open world type of thing. They wanted you to like have to go around and like survive, so you would have to wait till daytime, and then you can go explore and stuff like that. And then at nighttime you could go out and explore as well. But then there would be like the monsters. They obviously ended up downgrading it quite a bit from that whole concept, but you know, I think it was definitely for the better because they got more focused and the story became more focused. I think it would have been difficult to try and do what they were trying to do here with the story in that kind of situation.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake.
You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well...
Hopefully you can read a map, city boy.
Yes, I get
We
it.
don't have good reception out here for your fancy GPSs.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Yeah, the flare gun is also perfect for fighting the birds, so that's why they're definitely giving you a whole dump right there for you.
Al! Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird. Al, make them go away, please!
This is basically like a boss battle with birds. This is a true birdemic. Oh, it's upside down. Oh. Come on.
You can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Good girl.
End of episode 2. I always get these like really lesser known songs to play them out on their episodes and stuff like that.
Pretty please,
Some of them are pretty good. I like them.
can you tell me where I am? You want to say something?
I'll leave you have to skip them.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful.
I don't know.
Told you
I
you were
didn't
too
ask
hard
her.
on her.
It could be a
Listen,
complete
I found
lie.
out
Maybe
all
she just
sorts
wants
of
to
interesting
meet you
stuff
so
while I was
badly. She
digging
heard
around.
about the manuscript and
Yeah.
Mr. Wake,
just told me
it's
that she had
Sheriff
them.
Raker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
His name
Rose,
is
sure.
Randolph?
Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh?
I mean,
heard on
that's
the radio
quite
you were busy.
unfortunate.
Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part.
Anyway,
All of the
before I
articles
was
about this stuff were
rudely
written by
interrupted by
Cynthia
this
Weaver.
yokel here.
I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and
It's
she
not
had
homeless
some
or
kind of
anything.
a
The streets
breakdown.
are her home. I want to play with the fire truck. Whee! Oh, this guy could have just kept walking, just over there being
Well,
an idiot.
mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
I promise to you, we don't want nothing funny with her. Hello?
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey,
Come
this
in.
is really good.
I'd really like to have you for
Rose.
dinner.
Yes,
My manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on.
Also, I'm pretty sure if you listen closely, the Thomas Zane is actually played by the same guy who does Max Payne's voice as well. So that's kind of a cool way to get somebody that they used to work with back into their series.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it.
Oh man, I should never have taken her up as an editor. She's ruining my integrity and my story, my art.
She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place.
Not complex? I guess this is some sort of spell?
The genre of the story
Alan Wake is also a magi, a wizard of some sort?
Getting close. I can feel it.